Many times as I pore over gaming monitors in my reviews, I see rabid gamers with a capital G frothing at the mouth telling me that a 32-inch or 42-inch monitor is too large for competitive gaming. But is this actually true, and why do so many people make this claim? Well, make an airtight seal with your asshole because we're gonna get to the bottom of it at Mach speed. Now first, let's tackle why these gamers may believe that a smaller screen is better for getting good at online games, as the kids say these days. I think it has to do with peripheral vision versus your center field of view, and I get why people come to this conclusion. I mean, in the past, as far as I'm aware, it seems the standard for a screen was that you wanted to fill about 30 degrees of your field of view, as I believe this used to be considered the ideal focusing range of human vision. And if that was the case, well then, on a normal sized desk, it's easy to see why gamers would want a 24 to 27-inch monitor because, well, you would have to have a 27-inch monitor nearly 4 feet away from you to reach that standard, or a 24-inch monitor around 3.5 feet away, which would actually still be deeper than many people's desks today. But there's one problem. This old information is now universally held as outdated today, and the new standard that many professionals, as well as myself and other reviewers, and some in Hollywood all agree is correct, is that you likely want a display to fill up around 50 to 60 degrees of your field of view, and new research shows that our center field of view is also 60 degrees roughly, again on average. So if you can fill it up perfectly, it will increase your immersion and still not lose any of that vital information that you need to do that 360 no scope while downing an entire bag of Doritos and washing it down by boofing some G Fuel. But if we plug in this information into a calculator, we'll find that at 32 inches for a monitor size, well, you have to have it around 24 inches or 2 feet away from you for it to be 60 degrees of your field of view. And for most desks, that's completely reasonable to have it 2 feet away. However, if your desk is a little bit smaller and you can't get an arm to push it back any further, well then you may want to consider a 27-inch display, as you will want that to be around 20.5 inches away from your eyeballs to get that same 60-degree field of view. Now listen, there is a chance that if you have crippling attention and brain rot issues like me, that if a display gets further away, maybe you could be more distracted by your surroundings. But honestly, this does sound like a bit of a stretch, and even I don't have this problem, because I can tell you I've played on screens ranging from 14 inches to 65 inches in competitive online games, and as long as they occupy a similar portion of my vision, I get used to the size pretty quickly and will perform pretty much the same regardless of the size. In fact, I found that personally I'm a bit more comfortable with the 32-inch size over 27 inches. For me, it's easier to get used to it, and I need less time warming up before matches to reach my peak capabilities of licking a window. So despite the images of esports players locking lips with their monitors, should you also go to third base with your display and play on a 7-inch tablet? Probably not, no. Some esports gamers do a lot of really wild things that make absolutely no sense. I would definitely trust monitor and TV reviewers, as well as your own preference over a picture of somebody putting their eyeball on their screen. And I think screen size is just another example of a metric that is completely up to your personal preference, and I've seen no legitimate evidence to suggest that any common monitor size is significantly better for competitive online gaming than others. You like 27 inches? Great, that'll be perfect at just over a 20-inch distance. You want 32 inches? That's also great. 24-inch? Sure, why not? You're also correct. Even if you want to play on a high refresh rate 55-inch TV in game mode, well, if it's the same refresh rate as the monitors, there's no reason why you can't play your games well. So next time you're considering buying a different size of monitor, I would say give it a try first before coming to any predetermined conclusions, unless you just know it won't fit on your desk, as hey, you might be surprised that maybe you'll move from a 24 to 27 inch monitor and actually like it more. Maybe you'll move from 27 to 32 inches and again, like it more as long as the refresh rate is the same, or maybe vice versa. Maybe you'll move to 32 to 27 and like it more, or maybe 27 to 42. Again, it's all subjective. Choose the monitor that you want. I do think you probably will play very, very similar regardless of the screen size. And it's all about whether or not you can fit it and you like it personally. Whether you're looking to connect a new console, gaming PC, or just need a fast and reliable HDMI cable to connect over long distances, Rupro has you covered with their certified 8K HDMI 2.1 fiber optic cable available in sizes of up to 50 feet and can deliver a perfect full 48 gigabits per second connection over distances other cables could only dream of reaching. And with 48 gigabits per second of bandwidth, it can easily drive 8K 60 FPS or 4K 144 FPS 10-bit HDR video through its ultra-thin, flexible, and durable housing, and it even supports ER. So if you're in the market for a cable that can drive a beautiful new TV or monitor, be sure to check out Rupro on Amazon today.